There's no right answer with this kind of guy. There is no right answer. He'll kill you for saying yes. What is happening? Oh! Hey, check out our Patreon in the link below. You'll have access to uncut and upcoming reactions, skits, behind the scenes footage, and so much more. Your support goes a long way to helping us with more reactions and original content. Also, thanks for subbing. Set the bell for notifications. Your boy YaBoyRockLee. Hey, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Hunter x Hunter reactions starting now. We are here flying through Hunter x Hunter reactions. My hype is 100% back to normal. I'm being completely honest with you guys. Sometimes things go on, right? And I dropped the last 2 reactions trying to maintain the flow. And I know, reviewing my past work, like, yeah, there was something definitely affecting my vibes. But it happens. That's why I like you guys, especially because, you know, just the commentary and just the feedback and people messaging me on Patreon, etc., goes a long way to when things happen, so to speak. Anyways, let's get into what you are here for, and it's Hunter x Hunter. Killua is getting sniped, and, you know, it didn't really seem that out of the box, right? He's getting sniped. Okay, let's watch Killua figure this out. That's one of the things I love about Hunter x Hunter, especially at times like this, because by now, I've completely lowered my guard in terms of the just, like, out of the box thinking that could happen, right? I'm so caught up in the darkness that's happening. I'm so caught up in, you know, Gon getting his revenge, so to speak. The Chimera, I'm gonna stop calling them ants because in the last 2 reactions I kept calling them ants. But this Chimera is like an octopus. What? The whole air cannon is like, basically he's shooting a dart of insects, which if I had to predict what's gonna happen in this episode, then I was wondering, who the heck gets insects and loads them up into the sniper rifle? Now I would have to imagine, being a Chimera, that he probably produces these types of insects, but now they're going to be in the water, so we'll see if they even piggyback on that explanation, or if these things start traveling through the water, because we saw there was like piranhas, but not really, maybe Chimera piranhas that were after Killua? Anyways, whatever. One of the things that I love that they're doing right now is in the last episode, or the last 2 episodes, it showed Gon going through a struggle, going against 2 opponents. But I want you guys to realize, because I've realized it, Gon wasn't actually struggling. Some people might be like, what? Did you see the same fight I saw? That is Gon holding back while fighting 2 opponents. Gon is clearly saving his energy, right, for, I always butcher her name, but long story short, the one who basically took out Kite. That's who he's saving himself for. How do we know this? Just him charging his special move in front of Knuckles' master had him shook. He was so shook to the point where they're like, don't even do the move, because that would have killed him. Maybe, it's arguable, but that's how they implied how strong this move was going to be. And in this battle, Gon actually hit like the owl Chimera, and that Chimera was okay. That wasn't the intended target. He was trying to get like the bat, and that target was okay. That should be the biggest indicator to let us know that Gon isn't really fighting on 100%. He's very calculated, he hasn't lost it. That's the other thing. Man, this might be a long intro. That's the other thing. Gon is an emotional fighter. And in that entire fight, he didn't show emotion, which is an indication of growth in normal circumstances. But this is Hunter x Hunter. It's not gonna be a linear path. He has grown, he has shown maturity. These opponents are no longer on his level. He is conserving himself, he's being calculated. He's also gone through all the learning that we've seen, and we got to see all of it. All of his training, how it led him to where he is today. And he ultimately won. He also won because he had to outthink his opponents, which is also good. Gon is a thinker, but they capitalized it again. He was calm, going through all his training, and ultimately beat his opponent. He is going to lose it once he comes to his last battle. not to say the last battle, but the battle that we're all waiting for, the vengeance for Kai. We know this is foreshadowed because of how Knuckles' master, I always miss his name, Knuckles' master or sensei, has indicated this. He's like, yeah, God is being happy-go-lucky because he's saving himself. That's that. That's enough with Gon, because I can go on and on, okay? Now let's talk about Killua. Killua, in my opinion, you guys tell me if there's something that I'm missing, he's just showing us what we already expect out of Killua. So that's why that explanation is gonna be short. He's an assassin, he's grown, he's completely handling his situation. We're about to see in this episode how easily he is able to handle it, and he's operating relatively efficient, decapitating people. Meanwhile, Gon kinda struggled with the Cobra. I think if Killua was going against the Bat and the Owl in their scenario, it would have been over like that. Any case, Iguana, like Chimera, is expecting like this long explanation, and Gon's like, I believe you, now tell me. So we're going to get some big development in this particular episode, or at least right after Killua was done fighting, because I don't know where we're gonna piece back in Gon, because we know how Hunter x Hunter can move. Oh my gosh, there's so much happening. We still have Cheetu out there about to get a power up, and Knuckles about to meet up with Cheetu, who is also aimed at Killua. Somebody that we know is going to die. That's just the way it works. It's not going to be Killua plot armor. I'm expecting it to be Knuckles. I thought it was going to be Knuckles a couple episodes ago, and he got out of it. So that's it. That's the recap. So much content to cover. Let's jump into this reaction. I'm happy that you guys are with me. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do it. That's the call to action. Hunter x Hunter reaction starting now. Yo, you can already tell how this is gonna start. Ooh. Oh, he didn't know this was the guy. Oh, he's nothing. He doesn't. This is gonna be good. Both of them trying to hide their cards. He'll do it. Tell him. Tell him. Yo, that's been more than 10 seconds. Oh, he's gonna get tore up. Jeez. Oh, what? What? Why is right? He was never in danger. Oh my gosh. Killua doesn't know? This fight didn't go as I expected. What is happening? Oh! What? What is happening? Oh! Nen. The condition. The condition is if he can get it on him without him noticing. His eyes! This guy is not gonna scream. I don't like villains like this. It's beatable. Here we go, the condition. This is crazy. Jeez. He's gonna struggle. Oh, come on, Killua. What is he doing? I know Killua's not dead. I'm just trying to see what these people are gonna pull off. What did he do? This dude is over here having a meal? What? That's not enough, Gon. This kid. He's starting to lose it. lied to me. Yo, God said, I wish you would lie to me. Oh, it was quick. Look at their heads. Predictable. Yo, they really put this much thought into it.
Killua 反応をより早めるためオーラを電気に変えていた。ダツが額に触れた時、オーラがダツを感知した瞬間、直接左手の神経につかめという電気信号を送るように念で操作しておいたのだ。
Oh my gosh. This is so sick. That's it. That's it after all that. He's not gone though. He came back. He was already willing to die for people who didn't consider him friends, much less someone who considers him a friend. It's actually perfect. This is unquestionable logic. If you're willing to give your life for somebody who doesn't care about you in that sense, why wouldn't you give it for someone who does actually care about you? That was a perfect come around. I thought I had the formula all laid out. I thought I understood what was gonna happen in this episode. And it's just not what you expect ever. Ever. This guy wasn't even the main opponent. He ended up being lame after it's all said and done. Oh man, oh my gosh. Just get into the next one, guys. That is what I call good story. No matter how good you think you got it, this guy pulls off a Houdini and surprises you. Anyways, let's jump into the next reaction, guys.
Killua 敵であるはずのキメラアンとイカルゴに助けられ危機を脱しようとしていた頃、ゴンもまたメレオロンというキメラアントと心を
Well, I guess they are ants. No, I stopped calling them ants and call them chimeras. They just don't look like ants anymore. This dude is smoking. He's stressed. He's stressed.
タバコやめた方がいいよ。匂いが体に染みついてすぐにバレちゃうよ。
忠告ありがとうよ。だが賞味問題ね。
消えた。一瞬で。気配も完全にない。
North smelling.
残りがだけだ。絶対に無理だ。一体どうやって？
He never moved. But he put his hand there. Here, we're gonna figure it out. Condition. He has to hold his breath. But his mind doesn't realize that.
触ってた。
Yo, Gon and Killua are both made friends. No, he can't. Ironically, he's friends with an octopus. Gon is like, yo, whatever, I don't got time to think about this. It's true.
何が？
Also true.
結局キルアがしぶしぶ折れるから。
じゃあ本題に入ろう。王を倒す。理由が知りたい。
うん、それはもちろん。言うの待ってたんだけど。
復讐さ。恩人が殺されたんだ。
Who was it? Yep. Oh, their former human lives. Oh, this is another like cult, how their past lives carried into their chimera life. That's the second time. Well, not second. That's another time they talked about this darkness that Gon could have.
俺はゴンフリークス。
俺にはもう一つの能力がある。今その発動条件を満たした。見せてやろう。第三の能力。
Oh God, Gon, what has happened?
全然逃げない。これって俺にもパーフェクトプランが使えたってこと？
その通りだったようだな。この能力の凄さが。この能力を使えば敵に全く気づかれずに近づき。 攻撃できる。いくら王が強かろうが、隙だらけの急所に最強の一撃をぶち込めば倒せる。お前こそ俺が求めていた相棒。クソったれの王に前代未聞の必殺技を食らわすナイスガイさ。
Oh my gosh, I told you about strategy.
俺より適任者がいる。
心当たりがあるんだ。お前さんは信頼している。っていうか、たとえこの先信頼を裏切られても後悔しねえし、責めもしねえ。だがお前さんが信頼してる人物を俺がそのまんま信頼できるかどうかは別。いいか。パーフェクトプランは決して無敵の能力じゃない。そういう能力を持ったやつが近づいてきてるかもしれないと思ったらどうする？四方八方とにかく攻撃してみるだろう。
あ、そっか。
雑 務兵クラスだ。これ以上俺の能力を知る者は増やしたくない。たとえゴンが絶対の信頼を置いてるやつでもな。
確かめてみればいいよ。離れた場所から見ててよ。
Ooh.
待ってたぜこら。やってくれたな。今どこだ。
Knuckles.
聞きてえことが山ほど。
I didn't expect him.
そばに来ろったが。俺は
Of course, because he's saving people. That's what Knuckles would have wanted.
500万人を見殺しにはできねえってよ。ボスの能力で首都を包囲したそうだ。
本当？
おそらくこれでエフェルピトーの能力を分散している余裕はなくなるはずだ。もちろん国民大会に向けて人民は
This is too much. Jeez.
危険は依然高いままだ。状況は何一つ良くなってね。
Can he hear?
海軍の連絡はもう不可能だそうだ。決行日時のギリギリまでどこかで集中して牙を磨いてるから。
That's what Killua saw.
で判断するんだ。
And the boss is gathering energy.
だけで護衛軍3基地とやるか。なんだ別行動か。なるほど。あいつが一人でやってたんだ。ちょっと連絡してみろよ。
Oh my gosh. What an episode.
繋がんない。切ってるみたい。
This is like the only anime that can dish out no action yet keep you this involved.
早い方がいい。
Is Gon gonna be the one to take out the king when this is all said and done? He is the main character.
二度言わすな。22手前で勝負はすでに決しておったはずだろう。
There's no right answer with this kind of guy. There is no right answer. He'll kill you for saying yes. Oh, you're done. That's the worst answer. Now you're pathetic.
次は囲碁の国の地。
Like, there's no right answer, but I can tell you when there's a wrong answer.
将棋より時間がかかるかもしれません。
What are they gonna do? This dude is learning a new game.
お静かに。おう御前です。
Oh my gosh, what's the game?
どちらか選べ。今すぐ世の前に座るか
Greed Island.
死ぬか。
They're gonna remake that game, I promise.
10曲で。
They're showing that this guy is not only strong,
それになんか熱っぽいし。
he's highly intelligent.
8時間薬もそれでベストに戻す。死ぬ気で休む。
How could you rest as if your life depended on it? That would make you not rest.
感服いたしました。
Don't be impressed, that's an insult.
将棋の半分以下の時間で攻略するとは。
That's insulting.
掴んだだけのことだ。
この国でプロ化されているのはあと一つ。軍議という番
I was way off at Greed Island.
軍議。
東ゴル島は発祥国でもあり、国民のほぼ全員が打てるそうです。15年ほど前から世界大会が行われています。
This king.
代表は未だ無敗です。現世界王者は3代目で大会5連覇中。
そいつに勝てば世が世界一ということか。
And who is it?
締めくくりにふさわし
Who is it?
い。呼べ。
Who is it? Who's the best? This is a person from the intro.
この日招き入れたこの少女が後に自分の運命に大きく関わることを王は知らない。
It's a blind girl? How could I stop at just one today? It's a blind girl. So, I saw this girl, this blind girl in the intro, and I thought she was going to be the other royal that Colt is raising, because I knew that this person, the way they showed this girl by the king, I knew that she was going to rival the king in some form. But the way they pulled this together, I didn't see that coming. So, remember how the king was offing these people? Because I know he doesn't like people insulting his intelligence. He certainly doesn't like weak people. But a blind person, she can't see him. And I just feel like she's gonna be fearful and she's flawed. Nobody, I know this is Hunter x Hunter and I know it's surprising, but nobody offs a blind person. Unless the blind person is like Toph from Avatar or Last Airbender and is a warrior. So if you're a blind person and you are not a warrior, you are not going to be offed. Because she should be, because she lost her sight, she probably has gained something else which the king will find interesting. You can also see that the king is looking for purpose. He likes to eat and he wants to be the best. You saw him say, you know, if I win this, I'll be the best in the world. It's not just about physical dominance. He really is trying to rule and literally be the best. That might be something that can be exploited at some point, as he's a fast learner, at this point relatively intellectually superior, but he might be hollow inside, something that he's missing. Whenever people like him encounter someone like Gon, it changes them. I don't know how this will play out, but once the king meets Gon and threatens Gon with overwhelming power, and Gon looks him, just like that look that he gives Hisoka, and Gon doesn't back down, just like how this blind girl has moved the king, I have a strong feeling Gon is going to have some type of impact on him in battle. So this episode again did some phenomenal things, especially with the king, developing as a greater character. I might have to say that the king, you know, I would have said sexist, because obviously he took off his mom, but he has beheaded other people. But the way he disrespected Pitu, or like try to kill her for less, but he's not having that same mentality against violin player as he was, you know, giving instruction to the king. It might be because Pitu, whatever, however you say her name, is more on the verge of crazy, and violin player is more on the verge of like, he's wise, he's clearly wise, so he just might be more respected. It's ironic they both have made friends with chimeras. This is a running theme, growing, okay? They've already made friends with Colt. They've made friends with 2 more chimeras, so now the notion that we have to wipe out all chimeras, no. You just pretty much have to wipe out those 8 squadron leaders, and then you're going to have some type of coexisting with chimeras. That's what I'm getting. Again, Gon and Killua balance each other off very well. Gon is very trusting, Killua is not. I wouldn't piggyback any further than that. It was also ironic that the one time Killua shows mercy, he was heavily rewarded for it. So that's my little tidbit. What was interesting about Gon and Killua and the relationship with these chimeras, and if you piggyback on the idea that Colt is also feeding information about these chimeras, I don't think the end game is to wipe out all chimeras. I already said that I think it's impossible. There are too many throughout the world. It's just about pretty much wiping out the dangerous ones, okay? You gotta wipe out King, obviously. You gotta wipe out his royal guard, and you have to wipe out pretty much the 8 squadron leaders, which they've already mentioned. There's gonna be evil chimeras as there are evil humans, okay? So that is not really gonna be that big of a deal. The only problem is that as long as they coexist in such a way, they can always make more evil chimeras just like this king, unless they fix that. To start off the beginning of this arc, they had chimeras on an island. Kite already had the mindset is you don't have to wipe them all out. You just gotta basically protect them. So it wouldn't make sense for me if that's how we started, that we're gonna wipe out all Chimera ants. It's going to come back home to how they're not the wildlife protectors. That's essentially what Kite and his group are. And we just have out of control chimeras, but it wouldn't make sense that these wildlife protectors would want to wipe out all of them. I don't think that's where we're gonna go, especially as they're uncovering their human memories. They're going to become, like, I thought being human is also bad because we know that humans are bad, but I think what they can also start doing is as they unlock their memories, they can become much, much more human as you go forward, and that's less of a reason to wipe them all out, right? So that's my thought. I'm back. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, guys. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. We're gonna keep dropping these Hunters. We are 2/3 of the way, and then it's either we're gonna come to an ending or a hiatus, because, no, I know we're gonna be at a hiatus. I just don't know if this arc is gonna end by the time we get to the last episode. Anyways, we appreciate you guys. Your boy YaBoyRockLee, I'm out.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. Also check out YaBoyRockLee.com for merch.